season ahead, and we're off in week 2.
This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And right away, he lost the football. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football.
Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time.
They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. This one is caught. It's Moore. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Partner, is that what you call a quick hitter? That was actually a bolt of lightning, wasn't it? Right out of the gate.
And, of course, on the heels of him winning AFC Offensive Player of the Week 1 week ago.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. This is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Dawson Knox, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
They'll
sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The numbers from McLaurin a week ago.
4 catches, 128 yards.
And in the preseason, I thought he was primed for a big, big year. And week 1 did absolutely nothing to diminish those expectations.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, caught by Winslow. Second and 3. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He will find Winslow. That's complete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give running right is Chubb. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll run with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tua going to throw. He's got the... And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery. Well, not sure why in the world you do that, but that is apparently the decision.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The Steelers 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1.
And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he'll work down inside the 45.
From the 44,
Tua. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
1 yard is the gain. And the Steelers are going to have a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run once more with Taylor.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. These two teams all tied after 1.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor with correct touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list.
And the Steelers have taken the lead. So his great start to the season continues. He found the end zone time after time in the opener last week, and he does it again here in week 2.
And Brandon, we have a lot of coaches tell us week to week that there is no momentum, there is no carryover. Every game is its own entity. But after what we saw him do last week and now punching one in here, I'm starting to think that there is a carryover, and he's feeling it.
To the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive to less than the double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Chase Young, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's when you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running.
Under pressure, they got him again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So on 4th down, here's the Australian native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against the Baltimore Ravens, and they have the lead here as well. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And the drive starts with a completion left side. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. But graduated the Naval Academy, and back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Tua setting up shop to throw again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
27 yards. is. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 21-7.
Touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the football going back over down to the Cleveland Browns. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. This one caught by Winslow. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27th. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Hard throw, incomplete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Winslow. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 41. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Browns. Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. He'll get this one complete to Winslow. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Up the middle they go. Winslow. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This from 54 yards away. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Tua now on 1st down.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores.
And the Steeler pressured too much here. He's going down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. The Browns send out their punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Tua trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did. It came through with a big-time pick 6.
Gonzalez to add the PAT. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return for just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Looking to pass. Tua. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. pulled in at the 24. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a handoff up the middle. Winslow, and he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Gregory Rousseau picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. Skirts by him to a hit, and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? Would he break a couple of tackles? I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him again. That is sack number 6. One off the NFL record of 7.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defense.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
They'll start with the option to a hit, and the ball is out.
And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
So after that sequence, if we're watching both teams' defenses, didn't it feel like a revolving door? One's on, they think they're off for a while. The other has to come on, they think they're on for a while. Then they're off, here comes the other one. Just kept turning the ball over. They've got to cut that out.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez. From the left hash, this from 34. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point.
Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Steelers getting set and ready for their next possession.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, and they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
Left side, Hopkins.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
Running left, Taylor. He'll get this up to about the 44. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and it's going to be a first down. Well done.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, all those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 38.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll brought down at the 27.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
73 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Caught on a slant. Touchdown. 8 yards out.
And the Steelers are able to build out their 4th quarter lead. It's an important drive for them there. And they're not home, but momentum, Charles, definitely in their favor now.
And I like the point you just made. They're not home yet, but a 1-point game, and if you kick the extra point, make it an 8-point game. Only one score, but you're right. Momentum definitely in their favor right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession.
Still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And Chubb will try the middle here. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
The Browns send out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua, little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox.
And he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a 3rd down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete.
And that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And that is no good. And this will stay a 1-score game as the lead holds at 8. And that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Cleveland offense making their way out. And still just down 1 score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays, because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 2nd and 5. They will find Winslow on the left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. They'll set up to throw. Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 8. The 71 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part one of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with a lead if they make a play.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if we can match us.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it right around the goal line.
The Steelers take over first.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. On second down, it's Taylor. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And this offense on third down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Someone's been having a good game so far. And you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Well, Butler, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now Tua. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. To throw again on second down. Tua. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. To throw again on second down. Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out their Charles, and the very first play, they give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We got two. Do I hear three? Remember, if it's 2 in a row, will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
A give for Taylor running right side.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Taylor.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Up the middle, here's Taylor.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a give to Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jonathan Taylor with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Charles, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
After the touchdown pass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. So now the Browns down by 7, 1:04 on the clock. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Completes this to Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No.
To the right side, this is Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go to the ground again with Taylor. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers.